Have you ever noticed that you know exactly what you need to do, but you still don't do it? You know the assignment, you know the deadlines, and you know the goals that you swear that you care about. But here you sit, on your phone, again. This video isn't just how to stop procrastinating. You've already tried all those things and they didn't stick. In this video, we're going to talk about why we procrastinate, the root of the problem, and how to change that behavior so that it's not just working harder and we're actually coming up with proper practical solutions. So here's the plan. First, I'm going to show you why your brain does this, why we procrastinate at the root. And then I'm going to give you 4 practical systems and habits and solutions to fix that problem. The first reason that you keep wasting time is because your brain is wired for short-term rewards. Your brain does not care about your long-term goals. It cares about quick, short dopamine hits that make it feel pleasure immediately. Your phone gives you these rewards immediately. Your long-term goals and the hard work does not. So every single time that you try to start something new and meaningful, your brain compares the short-term rewards and dopamine that you would get from your phone compared to the hard work and process and long-term benefits that it would take to see the fruit of trying something new. Your brain is always going to pick the reward that it can feel. This is not a discipline issue. It's a reward system mismatch. And once you start to see it like that, the guilt can fade away because you don't have to be hard on yourself and saying that I'm weak and lazy. You're more so saying that, yeah, my brain biologically likes the quick rewards. Now that I know that, I can find and come up with systems to help fix that problem. The second reason that you keep wasting time is because your identity hasn't caught up yet. You act on a daily basis based off who you believe you are, not who you want to be in the future. If deep down you still constantly see yourself as someone that procrastinates and starts things but never finishes, your brain is going to always try to look for little things in your life to prove that instead of proving that you are a disciplined person going after their goals. Your behavior will always follow your identity and there's no other way around it. You can want better for yourself but still not see yourself as someone that does better. If you try to change your behavior without trying to change your identity first, it's like trying to swim upstream. It's not going to happen. Your identity is shaped by your history and your day-to-day life, not your potential. So if all of your daily proof is just procrastination, that's what your brain is going to think that you are because that's what your brain sees. The third reason that you keep wasting time is because the task feels too big. When something feels big and overwhelming, your brain labels that thing as a threat. And this doesn't happen logically. You know that a big essay you have due is not a threat. But emotionally, your brain is going to see it that way. So instead of starting on something, your brain is telling you to avoid it until you feel most ready. But as you know, that ready feeling never shows up fully. You are never fully ready for anything. The problem is not the task at hand. It's the mental image that you and your brain have of that task. It's rarely hours of work that you have to do. It's usually just 20 minutes of focused work. But our brains are built to lie about the scale. The fourth reason that you keep wasting time is because you keep waiting for motivation to show up. But motivation is emotion-based, and emotions fluctuate a lot. If your ability to work on hard tasks depends on how motivated you are, you'll always have issues with your productivity. Discipline isn't just pushing harder and forcing yourself to do things. It's removing the need for motivation in the first place. Motivation is a spark. Systems and habits are the stove, and a spark by itself will not cook anything. Now that we've ran through those 4 main reasons that we keep procrastinating, now it's time to talk about 4 practical steps to overcome those things and fix your procrastination problem. The first solution to all this is to make the task that you have at hand stupidly easy to start. Don't commit to doing the entire task. Just start by doing the first 30 seconds of it. Open the document, lay out your notebook, set the timer. Do those things first. The hardest part is always the transition and not the actual work itself. So you have to find a way to make the transition process as easy as possible. And once you're actually doing the task, you forget that you didn't even want to start in the first place. Let starting the task be your big win. Let starting the task be the success. And once you start the task, your brain switches from the avoidance mode that it's always in by default into an engagement and fulfilling mode. Second solution to our procrastination problem is to make the task a small and winnable size. Your brain loves the short and quick dopamine and the quick wins, so give it one. Instead of saying that you're going to write an entire essay or do an entire project, say that you're going to write one messy paragraph or make one slide. Instead of saying that you're going to clean your entire house, just start by saying I'm going to clean off my desk. The brain loves progress, even messy and imperfect progress. Your perfectionism continues to get in the way of procrastination because you think you have to have it all figured out and planned out, but if you start messy and get the small wins, you're actually doing so much more for your brain. Starting small does not make you weak, it makes you consistent. Momentum is built, not found, and the small wins like this build that momentum. The next solution to this is identity change by evidence. Self-identity will change through proof, not affirmations. Don't just tell yourself that, oh, I'm a disciplined person. Do something daily that proves that you are a disciplined person, even if it's small. Then do it again tomorrow, and again, and again, and again, to be able to change that identity that you actually are a disciplined person that doesn't procrastinate. Repetition matters a lot more than intensity in procrastination and identity change and a lot of other places in life. It is much more important that you show up daily than it is if you show up one day for 10 hours. Do things consistently and be able to change your identity in that. The identity shift will actually happen in hindsight. You'll wake up one day and realize, oh, I actually am a disciplined person now because I kept proving it to myself over and over. This strategy is how you actually change your identity, quietly, gradually, and permanently. The fourth solution is to add delay to your distractions. You don't need willpower to start your distractions. You need friction from you and the phone and the distraction that you have. Put your phone across the room, delete the notifications, remove the auto login. You don't have to delete the app, just delete the shortcut. Make it harder for you to fall into a habit of scrolling. The goal is not no distractions. The goal is just to make your distractions harder. You only really need enough friction between you and the distraction to take yourself off autopilot. Make it to when you see the login screen on your Instagram, you know, oh yeah, I shouldn't be here right now. Let's get back to work. Most of your cravings to be distracted will fade in about 8 to 20 seconds anyways if you can just sit in the temptation for just a moment. All of these things makes your distractions slightly less convenient, making starting your work more convenient, leading to you not procrastinating, which is the goal of this whole entire video. So you don't need to fix everything today. You just need to give yourself one rep of showing up, one thing to show that you're moving into a new person that doesn't procrastinate and is changing their identity to be more disciplined and focused on the goals that they actually want to achieve. Start small, start messy, just start here. Just do something. And I get it, self-identity can be super hard to build, but if you don't focus on your identity, as I talked about in this video, you know that you can't actually change your procrastination and your discipline problem, and if you can't change your self-identity, you'll never be able to achieve your goals. So if you want to learn how I took my identity from someone that really was not disciplined, told myself I wasn't disciplined, and stuck in that for a long time, into someone that has seen change and is starting to make a little bit of progress on what I actually want to achieve in life, click on this video.